Right, we're live. Hello. I see
Hi.
you put on lots of makeup as I specifically requested.
Yeah, just for you. I don't normally wear
Um,
this much makeup at this time of day. It's because it's my birthday.
it's your birthday. Well, I mean, there's a set of things that we probably need to cover at this point for anyone watching. And the first one is, you're Caitlin.
Hi,
You're my sister,
I'm your amazing sister, and this is your wonderful nephew.
Lewis. How's it going, Lewis?
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's also your birthday, so happy birthday. And
Thank you.
I believe you've been drinking the birthday vodka already. Is that true?
I've got watermelon vodka and lemonade here.
Very nice.
He's not
I'm
happy.
Get him started young. That's how we do it in Carlisle, right?
So I'm guessing you haven't had any alcohol. Are you saving that for the end?
I had 3 pints last night, which was more than I intended, but like they were good though. Yeah, they were very tasty. It was it doesn't seem to have affected me. I couldn't sleep anyway. Well, whatever.
So you're going to celebrate at the finishing line?
I like your optimism. Definitely going to be at that finishing line. Apparently they give you a champagne there, so I don't know if I'll be up for it,
nice.
but it's I'll certainly give it a go.
Probably you won't want it, but then if you have a couple, you'll definitely feel better. It'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow when you can suffer.
Yeah, a couple of bottles. That'll do me. Yeah. So obviously, because we're family, there's things that we can talk about that I would struggle to talk about with other people. So like what they say with these kind of walks is like on the lead up to it, you do a carb week. So they call it a carb week. Carb week.
Right.
So you don't do so much training, but you do a lot of eating. So
I thought that would make you be a bit sluggish.
Well, yeah. Well, I think the idea is that you eat the carbs, but you pass them out, right? That's it. You're not carrying all the carbs internally. So I had a big spag bowl on Thursday, and last night I had with my 3 pints, had a big bowl of nachos, a chicken burger, and a chocolate brownie. So good.
Wow.
I've not had a poo in like 3 days.
Is that like nerves? Because normally you would have a nervous poo.
Right. Do you know what I would give? What I would give for a nervous poo? I mean, not right now. That would be what I would have given for a nervous poo this morning or last night.
Might speed you up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I'm carrying just a horrible baby of
Did you pack
various
spare
foods
pants just in case?
I do have spare pants. I have my, but they're definitely my B team pants. Do you have like an A team and a B team? Like,
No, what do you mean?
My underwear drawer is like, the A team is on top. Like those are the ones I like, and then underneath is the B team. It's the ones where
you already use in the washing.
Yes, exactly. See, this is family.
Yeah.
We know. So yeah, my other pair, I bought them specifically for this walk, and they were in like there were special walking/running pants, and they were in a cardboard box, so I didn't really take a good look at them. But when I got them out of the pack, they're like smaller than my head.
Ooh. So like cut off the circulation while you're walking, kind of pants.
Yeah. They sort of, they stretch, of course, but they sort of push everything inside, like, in a most unpleasant way. So yeah, that's not a lot of fun.
Walking sticks you've got in the back of your, because it looks like 2 little legs of a doll that you've got in your bag upside down.
I can't figure out because of the mirror. Yeah, I got a.
Yeah, it looks like dolls, like some little black shoes on the end.
They were a last minute purchase because it's going to be, because I'm not really a walking stick user. You can see there's a few people behind me using them, but like it's going to be muddy. So I kind of panic bought them, thinking that because if I'm going downhill in the mud, more for like support than anything. So
yeah, maybe towards the end you'll kind of need them.
Yeah, that's the feeling. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we've been rabbiting on for ages now. Do you have an AMA question?
I do. Well, I kind of picked out two because I wasn't sure, but my main one that I was going to ask you, obviously I chose this one because I'm a bit of a crazy cat lady, but this was from Jenny, and it says, to take a break from the web stuff, let's hear a story about a cat who gets stuck up a tree. Thank you so much. Oh, we've lost you, I think. Wait there. I think we've lost you.
I think I'm back. What's going on?
Oh, there we go.
We lost you there for a second. Wait, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello? Oh, okay. He'll be back in a minute, I think.
Yeah, I'm back. I think I'm back now.
Oh, he's back. Do you want to read it?
All right. Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
I did read it, but I don't know if anyone heard. But Lewis is going to read it this time. So
all right.
Jenny, this question's from Jenny.
To take a break from the web stuff, let's hear a story about a cat who gets stuck up a tree. Thank you so much.
Oh, I mean, we don't have time for the whole story, but yeah, I'll have to post a link to it on Twitter. I mean, I think everyone saw this stupid cat. Yeah, my stupid cat got stuck up a tree for 6 days. So right now, at home, Jen's parents are looking after our cats, and they're super stressed about like, oh, what if they don't come in because they're quite timid? Or if they don't come in for food? And it's like, look, one of the cats survived 6 days up a tree.
Yeah, they're pretty cool cats. They can handle a lot.
Yeah. It's not a problem. But yes, one of our cats got stuck up a tree for 6 days. I had to call 999 for a cat. Which was, well, so the problem at the time was like the right people to call is the RSPCA. But due to COVID, they weren't running their 24-hour line. So I phoned like the fire brigade's like not emergency number and the police, and they were like, you know, we're the wrong people to call for this. You call the RSPCA. I was like, yes, but I can't get hold of them. Like so who do I call? And they just went, I don't know, 999. I was like, you want me to call 999 for a cat? Yeah. So I did. So I called 999, and that was you know, what's your emergency? My cat. My cat's up a tree. And there was a long silence. It's like, let me explain that I know this is stupid. Yeah, but yeah. So it's the only time in my life I've called 999, and it was
actually the fire brigade, wasn't it, that got him down?
Yeah. Well, he got himself down, but they cut all of the vines off the tree, which we think helped. Blah 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 blah. But yeah. Oh. They certainly climbed the tree.
You were really upset as well. It was quite traumatic, wasn't it?
Hey, I was just the worst thing about that whole experience was the fact that from my bedroom window I could hear the cat. Like because there's a kind of noise that I make, like, and that's the noise I used to call the cats in at night. So then I felt like I could hear very faintly the cat when I made that noise, yowling. But I didn't know if I was making it up. I didn't know if it was a different cat.
You convince yourself, no, maybe it wasn't that.
Yeah, so I was like, and that was the thing. And then when the cat stopped making those noises, I was like, have I failed to find the cat? Like, was the cat there and I've failed to unstuck him, like dig him out of the ground or whatever? So that was what really, anyway, whatever. Really, that's a year ago.
So aren't they? They are your babies.
Hello, good to meet you. We've stopped outside the house of one of Jen's parents, Jen's family. So we're
hi, Jen's family.
Yeah. Anyway, did you say you had another question?
Yeah, I do. Well, okay, Lewis is going to read it. But
go on, Lou.
So Lewis,
that's fine.
You say that. You can say F. Okay. Don't actually say the word.
So whoever posted this question, you're trying to get my nephew to swear. That's really irresponsible.
Tell me about...
This question is from David Alberto Adler.
Yes.
Tell me about your biggest F up at work.
Right. Yeah. What always springs to mind, and it's a long time ago, and I'm not saying this because I don't F up anymore, but I always think of one that was from a long time ago because it was a very sizable F up. So it was back when I was working for the BBC, and I was building this JavaScript library called Glow, and our deployment mechanism, because it was really kind of how the BBC was working at the time, was you're going to enjoy all the technical terms here, Caitlin and Lou. This is going to be really exciting for you, by the way. But okay. When I tell you how we uploaded the files, just go boo, and it'll all sound great. Anyway, so to upload the files, right, to deploy the library, we used FTP.
Ooh.
Boo.
Yeah. Excellent, cool. And so what had happened, then what would happen is you would upload to this FTP server, and it would replicate to a load of front-end servers and whatever. We deployed a library on a Friday like idiots, and what happened was we'd uploaded it and we checked it, but it had only hit one of the front-end servers that wasn't actually in general use. So in our tests, everything looked fine. And then we went home for the weekend. And then on Saturday night, this one rogue front-end server that we were uploading to came back into the cluster and went, "Hi, I've got this new file for you," and pushed it out to all of the other servers. And it had a bug. And so that bug was now live. We thought we tested it live. We hadn't. We tested some old version. But the effect of that is it took down iPlayer. So for people who don't know, iPlayer is the streaming service the BBC uses. Quite a popular website. So that was Saturday night. iPlayer down.
Oh no.
My fault.
Your fault.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably the biggest F up. Just because like we felt the project manager of iPlayer then just didn't trust us. Which I guess is fair to some degree, but we felt messed around by the server deployment system that we felt had lied to us. Anyway, that's the one. That's the one that sticks in my mind of a big mess up.
It was a long time ago, and you've proven yourself since, and you're fine.
Thanks. I still wake up screaming sometimes.
What about the time when you nearly burnt down Google by?
Hey, do you know what I like about family is they're all very supportive, right? That's not your biggest F up. I know loads of bigger F ups. I'm trying to cross a busy road now. Yes, let's talk about that once I don't get run over, because the biggest effort would be getting run over on this walk. Right. Okay. So, burning down Google. One of my first days, actually was my first day, and food at Google famously free, and I was ready to get down with the breakfast, and so I didn't want to overdo it on my first day. So rather than do the full cooked breakfast, I thought I'll just have some toast, and it's got one of those conveyor belt toast machines. Pop the old bread in. I know what I'm doing. And then the bread came out as bread, which is not how I like my toast. So I thought, I'm an adult. I know what to do in situations like this. And I put the toast back in, and I don't know why I even looked, but I just sort of like looked down into the machine, and the toast was there, going slowly through the mechanism, and then it just burst into flames. The whole, and this was my first day, so I was just like, whoa! I just sort of turned around and walked away, and then when I was at a safe distance where I felt it wasn't my fault, I kind of turned around, looked at the machine, and went, "Oh, that doesn't look good. Not my fault. Nothing to do with me." Someone set fire to the machine. And so, yeah. So yeah, nearly burned Google down on my first day. So
yeah, I like that story. That's one of my favourites.
any more F ups that you would like? You clearly remember them better than I do.
Well, this one is on the list. Are we allowed to put an extra one in, Ad?
This is my dad, everyone. Dare I? Go on then.
I was just remembering it was a Saturday or a Sunday, sunny morning. I got up and went into the kitchen one day and looked out into the back garden and drawers and stuff out of my office desk lying out in the yard.
Why were the drawers in the yard, Jay?
Because someone had been sick in the drawer, hadn't they? Because someone had had a good night out with his school friends. And I don't even remember what happened. All I remember is waking up and I was stood at the drawer knowing that I'd been sick in it. I don't remember being sick in it. I just know I'd been sick in it. It was like a really, it was like a really bollocks episode of Quantum Leap. And where it's like, here's your problem, now solve it. And so yeah, I cleaned the stapler. I got the chunks out of the stapler. Mate, come on, what do you want from me?
At least you tried. You could have just closed the drawer and left.
Yeah, I did try. Problem solved.
Right, I'm going to have a shot of toast for your walk.
Oh, thank you very much. What is this? Oh, that looks good.
Lauren, do you
Oh,
want
yeah, I
one?
could do some of that now.
Yeah, Lauren's going to have one too because we're going out today.
Hey, Lauren.
My child's going to Sandy's house, so don't worry. I'm not being an irresponsible parent. Come on, Lauren.
Never leave your
To
child
Jake and Jen's very long walk, and everyone else is doing it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry.
I've even got a cat shot glass.
Cheers. And oh, very good. Look at that. That's great. And happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hi, Jake.
And, see, this has been a long call now. So like, it's going to seem like 10 minutes until I'm on the next one.
Oh, sorry.
I have to charge my phone at some
We'll
point.
give you a good break.
Oh. No, oh, no. I'm... Right.
Good time.
It's froze on you, like.
Screenshot it, quick.
Oh, we've lost him, I think.
Yeah, screenshot it.
Yeah, we've lost him at a good time. Lucy's going to get a photo. Are we still live, or are we froze?
Yeah.
Or